Tuck Knitter here with the fake I-cord bind off. Step 1 is to do an ordinary chain bind off. This one is done in pattern on a 2, knit 2, purl 2 ribbing. Step 2 is to begin with the fake I-cord bind off. So what I'm doing is I'm inserting a crochet hook under both arms of the chain bind off. I'm drawing through a loop. Now I have 2 loops on my crochet hook, and then I'm pulling the first loop through the second. And notice that I'm loosening this up so I don't get a too tight bind off. One more time. Under the 2 arms of the chain bind off, pull the loop through, and then pull that same loop through the loop which was already on the crochet hook. Now let's take a look at what we've done. As I showed you, this is the ordinary chain bind off, and you notice it's a little bit corrugated. If you look at the edge, it follows the bumpy path of the underlying ribbing. Here is that same bind off with a slip stitch put on the front, so that's row 2, let's say, of our I-cord bind off. So this now looks like a 2-stitch I-cord. That's the original bind off here, and this is the chain stitch which I've just done. You can go further and make a 3, what looks like a 3 round I-cord by doing the same thing to the second row that you did to the first row of bind off, by which I mean you come around for another round, and instead of inserting under both arms of the original bind off, you instead insert under both arms of the slip stitch which you did in the immediately previous round. So it's the same motion. You draw a loop through and then another loop through, loosen it all up so it's not too tight. I will now show you a different hat which was bound off with the 3 round fake bind off, so it looks like a 3-row I-cord, and I think this looks a great deal better, either the 2 or the 3 round bind off. I think looks a lot better than the original bind off that just has no additional slip stitching in it. Furthermore, the more slip stitches you put in it, I mean, you can't overdo it, like 3 is plenty and 2 is fine too, but the more you put in there, the more robust the bind off is and the less likely it is to spring open under some kind of stress. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back at the blog.